Hey guys, in today's video I'll be showing you all how you can take any image and you can remove any logo that are already present on it and add a logo or a tattoo of your own to the image. So before starting, I'll just show you all the images I've taken. So from unsplash.com I've taken this image. I'll be providing you all the link below. And from Google I just picked up a random image of a tattoo, and just make sure whatever tattoo image you pick, the resolution is high enough so it does not get pixelated in the final image. So let's get started. And this is the reference file that we'll be using just to see how the images compare. So go to file, open, and open the image that you have downloaded from the unsplash.com. Now the first thing that we need to do is that we need to remove the logo already present. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to unlock this background layer, because as long as this layer is locked, we cannot make any changes to this image. I can't move the image or scale the image or anything of that sort. So to unlock the layer, you can just click on the lock button and it will unlock the layer. Now I can move it, scale it, do anything. So before we make any changes to the image, what we need to do is that we need to create a separate layer to make the changes in. We do this so that we do not destroy the original image and we can come back to it whenever we want. So the tools we'll be using to remove the logo are known as the retouching tools, and they include the spot healing brush tool, the healing brush tool, patch tool, content aware tool, and we can also use the clone stamp tool which is present right here. So the tool we'll be starting with is the content aware tool, and before we use the tool we'll be making a selection of the area that we are going to use to cover up this logo. So I'll just make a circle using the elliptical marquee tool. You can select it by right clicking on the marquee tool and select it. Now to make a perfect circle, after you start dragging, hold down Alt and Shift. Now right click on the selection and select transform selection so that you can move the selection and even change its shape and size. So yeah, I think this is the selection that we made. Now I can move it to this part of the image because this is the part that I'll be overlapping onto the logo. So I can click OK. And now when I select the content aware move tool and I move the selection onto this area, you'll see that when I click OK, it will try and diffuse and blend the areas together so that it looks one. Now if I press Ctrl H on my keyboard, it will hide the selection but not remove it. You can see that it's already blended it quite nicely, but we need to retouch it more so it looks better. So press Ctrl D on your keyboard to remove the selection completely. And now you can continue using the content aware move tool and move areas and make it blend, or you can use other tools like the healing brush tool or the patch tool. So I'll be using the healing brush tool now. So what this tool does, that it lets you select an area, and that area it uses to blend with the area where you're moving the tool on. So I selected this area by holding down Alt and then clicking on the area, and now if I just go over this area, it will blend that part of the area with this. I keep on selecting different areas, because the better you will be able to blend the logo that's hidden if you select areas which are closer to the logo itself. You can reduce how much diffusion you want based on the situation. I'll try and see if I reduce it how the effect appears. seems like it gives a better output if I reduce the diffusion a little bit. And you can see it's already diffused and blended the area much better. You can make more changes to this, and over time you will improve and make the selection better, but for the purpose of this video I think we'll stop here. So the next step to this process is you need to create a displacement map. What a displacement map is that it creates a map out of the light and the dark parts of the area, so that when you place an image on it, it warps that image based on the light and dark parts of the area. So to do that, what we need to do is that first of all we'll combine these two layers that we have, the original layer and the retouch layer. You can see that if I hide the retouch layer, the original logo is still there. Select the layers. So if you select the layers and press Ctrl Alt Shift E on your keyboard, it will create a new layer while retaining the original layers. And this third layer is a combination of the first two layers. So I just group the original layers and I'll name it archive. Now what we need to do is that we need to make this image black and white and increase its contrast at the same time. So I'll select the layer, I'll go to image, adjustments, and I'll desaturate it. So it will remove any kind of color that's present in the photo and make it black and white. And now to increase the contrast, I can use either of the two adjustment layers, which is the levels or the curves. So here using the curves layer, what I'll do is I'll increase the contrast in the image. And I think, yeah, this much contrast is enough. And now what I'll do is that I'll remove any kind of sharpness that is present in the image, because if there is any sharpness in the image, then the image that we'll be trying to put on top of the main image will become very distorted and pixelated. So to remove any sharpness, we'll be going to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. And I think this much amount of blur should do for this. And now what I'll do is that I'll save this as a Photoshop file, which is of the extension PSD. I'll save it as DM for displacement map. I'll click save. So I'll end the tutorial here, and in the next video I'll show you how we can actually add the logo to the t-shirt and the tattoo on the hand.